Hey guys, hi San Pedro. Elevice Motors, Austin here. I wanted to bring you a video about uh, the truth about financing a car with challenged credit. I get all the time people asking me, how much down? I don't know you, I don't know your background or your situation. And I'm starting to realize a lot of people have no clue what's involved. So, your boy, Uncle A, has got you, and I'm going to educate you and tell you the things that probably no other dealer likes to talk about. All the tricks and the traits and the secrets behind it. So, if you ever approach yourself to a dealership and you see in the window that Mercedes-Benz and it says $499 a month, or that SS Camaro at $399 a month, and you're like, wow, I can afford that. But you know darn well it's a $35,000, $40,000 car. This is how they do it. $399 a month with approved credit on top of the correct amount down. See, it's all a numbers game, it's all a math game. If you buy a car on a 5-year loan, 60 months, just figure this math. The average $1,000 financed is $20. Now, give or take, worse credit might be a little worse, and then if you have like an awesome offer at 0% interest or 1.9% interest, it'll be a little less. But here's just a good general rule of thumb to keep your math simple. So you buy a $10,000 car, expect a $200 payment. You buy a $20,000 car, expect a $400 payment. You buy a $30,000 car, a $600 payment. Just keep that in mind. That's average. Now, of course, if you buy a $30,000 car and you put $5,000 down, approximately a $500 payment. Now, if you go 72 months, an extra year, they'll lower that payment, of course, probably like $70-$80. And it all depends on your credit. A lot of people come around, hey, how much down? I don't know. I need to know your background. I need to know your credit history. I need to know your income, what you can qualify. So here's another thing. Say you have an 800 credit score, which very few people do, and you want, which allows you to get financed pretty much for anything, right? You'd think that. But if you make only $2,000 a month, they're not going to qualify you on a $40,000 BMW or Mercedes. You don't qualify because the bank expects you to have a certain amount of income to live, to rent, to eat, to pay other bills. So they only allow a certain percentage for you to have it as a car payment. So, what have we learned? What do I need for down payment? Just to be silly or funny about it, I could put a Ferrari on my lot and put $399 a month. How the hell is that possible? That Ferrari's 200 grand. Yeah, if you put down 180 grand, I can get you a $399 car payment on it. Do you understand? There's a little bit of tricks, and also, we all as dealerships do the same thing. Every single one of them have the same banks. We have the same motto, obviously, to sell the car. So a lot of times you'll come across basically creative advertising. Whether it's $1,500 down on this $30,000 car, yeah, if you got good credit, you can get that $30,000 car with $1,500 down. But most people won't, and this is why they're confused. Hey, I thought your advertisement said, only $1,500 down. How come I can't get that car? Because you got a 540 credit score. And, you don't pay a lot of your bills. You're a higher risk. You need 20% down, 25% down, 30% down. I've seen some people need a good chunk. Also, let me explain this. These days, it's not just your credit. It's also the asset, meaning the car. So let's just say I had a $20,000 Toyota car or truck next to a $20,000 BMW. And you have challenged credit. Guess which one's easier to finance? Ding, ding, ding. The BMW. Why is that? No, I'm just kidding. The Tacoma, the Toyota is going to be by far better because it's more reliable, holds its value. The bank thinks it's an easier asset to fund and a higher chance of it less likely for it to break down. A lot of times some people's mentality is if they buy a car, they finance the car, and they figure 6 months, 8 months, all of a sudden the alternator breaks or the suspension breaks or something goes wrong with that expensive European car, they have in their mindset, oh, I bought this car, it's not running, why do I have to pay for it? No, that's obviously ignorance, but that's how it goes. And they have a statistic that shows the average person pays this, doesn't that. So there's an algorithm that they actually have figured out a stereotype per person, per their background, per their job, per their credit, how likely they are to pay a car. So they rather push you towards the Toyota versus the BMW, Mercedes. They rather push you towards the Honda or the trucks that are most likely not going to break down on you. Oh, also another piece of information. I've seen this and I think it's fascinating. Truck guys, even if you have poor credit, but you're in the industry of construction contractors, anything where they know you need your truck for work, even if you have a piss poor credit score, no disrespect, I've seen them fund that person and finance you a lot easier than if it was even, a Camry. Reason being is they know that person will, even if he's got poor credit, he'll negate maybe every other bill except for that truck, because the truck gets him money, gets him finance. So trucks have actually almost sometimes their own special financing amongst that. What else is there? Oh, for buy here, pay here. If you ever come across a place, buy here, pay here, carry their own funds. So this is the trick. Most of the time, places won't really fund you on a higher end car. So they see a car $5,000, $6,000. Get this. When you're buy here, pay hearing, the bank, there is no bank. The dealership is the bank. So they set their own terms. They may all be very similar. A lot of them are different. I run my own a certain way. But what happens is they're usually charging you an astronomical amount of interest. Sorry, I couldn't speak. So you buy a car for $5,000. If you carry the loan for 3 years, 4 years, you might end up paying $15,000 for that car. I don't see the worth. But hey, obviously your credit's not good and nobody else will finance you. So keep that in mind. You got to pay attention to that. When I do buy here, pay here for my cars, I only do cheaper cars, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 cars. And I charge 0% interest. The only dealer that does it in the planet. My incentive is I want half down of the car, and I need you to pay it off very soon. I'm not going to carry this note for a year. I'll carry it up to 6 months, maybe 8 months, 10 months, or something, depending on the situation. But then there'll be a little bit of a surcharge for that, a little fee for me waiting for the money. But I'll charge you 0% interest. Most places charge you 30%, but somehow it adds up to basically 100%. Anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video for anybody that had any questions. Like, comment, please share this, and do me a favor, if you have any questions and if you like videos like this, comment, tell me what else you'd like to know about the car business. Uncle A is here. I'm going to tell you the ins and the outs. I'm not here to BS you. I'm a San Pedrian. I live right here. I'm local. I go out of my way to help my people, and I'm the only dealer doing these things. So reach out, comment, tell me anything else you'd like to know. And if you had any particular questions, if I went too fast about the financing stuff, please reach out. Glad to help. Love you guys. Have a nice one. Bye.